Hardhome is an abandoned Freefolk settlement that lies north beyond the wall. It is on the tip of the peninsula Storrells Point on the Shivering Sea. Hardhome sits on the sheltered bay and has natural harbor deep enough for the biggest ships afloat. Wood and stone are plentiful near there. The waters teem with fish and there are colonies of seals and sea cows close at hand. A great cliff looms above the settlement, poked with cave mouths. Nowadays there is no shelter there for people but for the caves, dubbed the Screaming Caves by the men of the Night's Watch. Hardhome was close to becoming the only true town north of the wall. Before its destruction, Maester Willis journeyed to Hardhome aboard the Pentoshi trader and established himself as a healer and counselor under the protection of Gorn the Wolf, one of the 4 chieftains who controlled the settlement, so that he might write about the local customs. However, Gorm was murdered, and Willis, in mortal danger, fled back to Old Town, where he wrote Hardhome, an account of 3 years spent beyond the wall among savages, raiders, and woods witches. One night, 600 years ago, about 300 years before Aegon's landing, Hardhome was destroyed. Something terrible happened that night. The details are uncertain. Its people are said to have been carried off into slavery by slavers from across the narrow sea, or slaughtered for meat by cannibals out of Skagos, depending on the tale one chooses to believe. The homes of the inhabitants of Hardhome were said to have burned with flames so high and hot that the watchers on the wall far to the south thought that the sun was rising in the north. Afterwards, ashes rained down on the haunted forest and Shivering Sea alike for almost half a year. Traders and sheep sent by the Night's Watch to investigate reported only nightmarish devastation where Hardhome had stood. A landscape of charred trees and burned bones, waters choked with swollen corpses and blood-chilling shrieks, echoing from the cave mouths that poke the great cliff that looms above the settlement, a cliff where no living man or woman could be found. After that, Hardhome was shunned. The wildlings never settled the site again, and rangers roaming north of the wall told tales of the overgrown ruins of Hardhome being haunted by ghouls, demons, and burning ghosts with an unhealthy taste for blood. Othel Yarvik says to Jon Snow, "Hardhome is an unholy place," it said, "cursed.